Good day, Merry Meet. My name is Glennis and I am the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. I want to warmly welcome you to my channel. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. We are on week 3 of working with our chakras, understanding how they affect us in our magical and our mundane life. And this one, I think, particularly hits home with me is the solar plexus. It is our upper belly, which is sort of like right here, or our diaphragm. Now, those of you who have taken voice lessons or have sang quite a bit know exactly where your diaphragm is, and they'll tell you to, you don't just sing, you basically push that voice out through your diaphragm, and that's where your solar plexus is. It's around your stomach and your liver and all kind of in there. But the solar plexus defines you in your personality, in your ego, in who you are as in your personality is concerned. And the reason I say the solar plexus kind of hits home for me is because when I have anxiety, and I don't have anxiety magically, but in my mundane life, I take on a little bit of anxiety. And this is where, for me, this is where it manifests. I just, I guess I, maybe like you, I don't know, I internalize things maybe a little bit too much. And I mean, I will have a knot right here, right here. But if you feel now, not only in your mundane life, your job, things, but if you feel just in general, just in life in general, if you feel like your personal freedom has been taken away, if your choices have been taken away, you just might have a little bit of a knot in your solar plexus from anxiety. So, and I'm hoping that you have been following along. You've had a week to work with your root chakra. And now we're on our solar plexus. So I'm really hoping that you are following along, because we all need to take a moment or two and just try to work with what we have. And again, there's nothing here that you probably don't already have either in your mundane life or in your apothecary, in your magical life. Now, I'm going to start with the essential oil blends, and I did make notes here because I certainly don't want to forget anything. But I wanted to tell you in a disclaimer time, please, please, these oil blends, these are not meant to be rubbed on your body. They're not to be taken internally. They are to, if you want to anoint a candle, certainly, you probably could take a really nice pillar candle, pierce it a bit, make your own solar plexus sigil, and that would be easy enough to do. Anoint your candle with the essential oils I'm going to tell you, and even, my goodness, the herbs that I have here, a nice pillar candle, a taper, whatever, roll it in there, roll it in wax paper, and charge it and go into meditation, because certainly if you're having anxiety, you definitely need to meditate and let that stuff go as best that you can. But in the meantime, the essential oils will help with anointing a candle or spell work, and a tea blend will absolutely help if you are just taking in a lot of anxiety inside. But the essential oils I want to talk to you about are, one being grapefruit. Now, grapefruit in magic is all about self-love. It will lift your spirits, and along with self-love, it will give you self-acceptance. So if someone comes to you and, is throwing shade or whatever, then you can basically say, well, carry on. I accept myself for who and what I am. What you say and or do makes no difference to me. And that's what grapefruit essential oil is all about. Now, as far as rosemary is concerned, we've got rosemary essential oil. Now, we've got rosemary essential oil and in the tea blend. So I'm going to speak to the essential oil. We all know about rosemary. It is about healing, love, and protection. And the other essential oil we have is bergamot, and you've seen that before in my other chakra videos. Now, bergamot is just, it does so many things, because bergamot is a cross breeding between a lemon and an orange tree. So bergamot, and again, bergamot is coming up again in the tea blend as well. Lemon essential oil has to do with longevity, purification, and friendship. So if you're having friendship issues with anyone that might cause you anxiety, which I hope that's not the case, but lemon essential oil is wonderful. So those combination of 4 oils is all you need for your solar plexus. Now, as far as the tea blend is concerned, and I'm going to gather this together. As far as the tea blend is concerned, I had, I wasn't quite sure whether to present this or not, because some things I'm not too keen on. But as I have, worked in my space here and, just kind of taken this in, this is actually really quite lovely. And you probably, if you can find fennel oil, it probably would be very nice in this essential oil blend. But for this purpose, this is going to go, I guess I should show you, sorry about that, guys. This is fennel, and my exposure to fennel has been in the very strong, I've taken, it's been ground, and I'm like, ew, I'm not really quite sure about fennel. It smells really strong, and I'm not too keen on licorice either. But, as this is very slight, this is very faint, and I absolutely would add this to my tea blend. But as far as fennel is concerned, in magic, if you are going to be using this in a spell work, or the essential oil in spell work, this is for protection, healing, and purification. But in this instance, where we're going to be using it in our tea blend, this fennel helps to relax and smooth, think of a little mini inner massage, smooth your digestion. So whatever tension that you are just, keeping in your diaphragm, this will help smooth the muscles and the tension out. And let's see, I have something else here, rosemary. And again, rosemary, this in your tea, it is, think of anti. When you think of rosemary, think of anti. Think of gas. If you have gas, oh my goodness. And again, that goes again with your stomach and, all of your organs surrounding your stomach and your diaphragm. If you have gas, bloating, if you have cramps, that's a delightful thought. But rosemary is wonderful for that. And I do have cinnamon here. Cinnamon has to do with raising your, oops, sorry about that, raising the vibrations in everything that is here. So cinnamon. And I did put bergamot in here. Now this is bergamot tea. This is the plain tea. And it's not traditionally added to this blend, but I thought with everything that it helps, that it would be a great addition to this tea blend. So rosemary, which will help with gas and bloating, and cinnamon. Now cinnamon is also really, really good for anti-aging as well. So when in doubt, add a little bit of cinnamon and keep as much youth in your life as you can. And fennel is a very, very powerful muscle relaxant for your diaphragm and your gut in that area. And bergamot, which is antibacterial and antispasmodic. And also if you have any like urinary tract issues, bergamot in a tea is also wonderful. But another good way to deal with your solar plexus, if you are having those issues, if you've worked on your root chakra and you're starting to work with other chakras, opening them up, then of course meditation, and that's the first thing that's going to help you with your anxiety level and your angst. I just so strongly, if it's not but 5 minutes, 10 minutes, please, please, please do. If you really are hurting in such a way that you know it's anxiety, you have, and disclaimer here, if you know it's anxiety, then take a few fingers and just give yourself a nice little massage during meditation, after meditation, before meditation, whatever. Give yourself a little bit of a massage here. Or if you find that you want to meditate and if you want to just lay flat on your back and meditate, take citrine. Of course, this is quite large, but take a piece of citrine, whatever it is that you have, and place it right on your solar plexus and burn your essential oil and have your cup of tea, and all will be right in your world. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. Merry part, and I hope to merry meet again. Goodbye, guys.